Hello children, Sujata Miss is here again for class 10 ICSE. Let me show you few maps like how to locate mountains, rivers, etc. Now for example, let us first start with the Himalayas. Can you see this line? Himalaya. When you do the Himalayas, keep see this side, you don't go beyond Indus, okay? So you draw this line. Remember one thing, that whenever I'm drawing this line, as soon as a river comes, I break my line, because a mountain cannot go over a river. So I break my line and I draw line up to Brahmaputra. I don't go beyond Brahmaputra. So this is Himalayas. This is Karakoram. Now, when I do Karakoram, keep in your mind that it should not touch the Indus River, neither it should touch our boundary line. So, here, follow. When I'm doing Garo Khasi Jaintia, G for Garo, K for Khasi, J for Jaintia, I break line, like this is Garo, this is Khasi, this is Jaintia, and I try to fit all these three lines, means three mountains, within this width of Bangladesh. Okay, it should not go beyond this. So in this space, fit in all the three: G for Garo, K for Khasi, J for Jaintia. Aravali, this is Aravali. Now, when I do Vindhyas and Satpuras, here you can see this is Narmada river. This is Narmada river. So, above Narmada is Vindhyas, and between Narmada and Tapi is Satpura. One thing I will tell you children, put your pencil absolutely vertical so that it does not touch the rivers, and put your pencil straight like this and draw the line. It shouldn't touch the rivers. So Vindhyas up, Satpura in between the two rivers. Then Western Ghat, you draw the line straight, it shouldn't be broken, and it should be close to the coastal plain, straight coastal line like this. From Tapi, draw straight. But when you are doing Eastern Ghat, this Eastern Ghat, it should be slightly away from the coastal plain. Western Ghat is much closer, but Eastern Ghat is slightly away. And Eastern Ghat is not continuous, it is broken. So one line you do here, Godavari. So, and here you do one line, and here you do one line. So break it into three parts: one here, and one here. Okay. Now Nilgiris, children, very lightly you will see Kaveri. This is Kaveri river. This is Kaveri river. Okay. Now if this is Kaveri river, you can see Kaveri river in this portion is flowing straight. This portion, you can see Kaveri is flowing straight. So somewhere in mid of this line, you draw Nilgiris, straight line. You draw Nilgiris. So this is Kaveri river, and where the line is straight, where the river is flowing straight, somewhere in mid, you draw Nilgiri hills. Then here is our Chota Nagpur plateau, where you have the Damodar river here. This is Chota Nagpur plateau, and Deccan plateau, more or less it is triangular in shape, somewhere in the middle. Don't go beyond Nilgiris. It should not touch Eastern Ghat or Western Ghat. Neither it should go above Satpura range. So somewhere here in this portion, this is Deccan. And when you do Mount Godwin Austen, it's on Karakoram range, this triangle. And when you do Kanchenjunga, it is on this side of Sikkim, here, this side of Sikkim, on the Himalayas, this side of Sikkim. Don't do it this side. This side is Nathula Pass. So this side of Sikkim is Mount Kanchenjunga. Okay, children? So next today, let me do with you the plain lands. Okay. Now, this is Gangetic plain. So where Ganga along with its tributary is flowing, so this portion is your Gangetic plain. This will be your Thar desert. Very simple. Now, so if we have our Western Ghat here, suppose I draw my Western Ghat here. So this is my Western Ghat and this is my Western coastal line. So in between this green color is my Western coastal plain, which is quite narrow. Western coastal plain is quite narrow. Now, Western coastal plain or can be divided into three. The northern part, that is where you have Maharashtra, state of Maharashtra, there this coastal plain is known as Konkan coast, and this small part of western coastal plain here in Karnataka region, it is known as Kanara coast, and where you have the state Kerala, that is in this lower portion, you have Malabar coast. Okay, so Malabar, Kanara, and Konkan, and together all three. Suppose they ask you western coastal plain, so you have to shade the entire part, or they may ask you to only to shade Konkan or Kanara or Malabar, so shade according to the section. And then this is our eastern coastal plain. Eastern coastal plain, the northern portion till almost till the whole of Orissa, till almost mid of Andhra Pradesh, you have northern circles. This part, northern circles, and this portion covering the entire region of Tamil Nadu and some portion of little bit of southern Andhra Pradesh. So this coastal plain is your Coromandel coast. Now this Coromandel coast is very important when you do climate chapter. You know, this is the coastal plain which gets winter rainfall from northeast monsoon winds. Achha, next let me do with you the water bodies. Now water bodies, children, when you do Indus, you will see that lines are already there. You will just thicken the lines again with blue color. Just thicken and try to write the name of the river, of course in block letter, as close as possible, almost along the line. So this is Indus River, which is up to this. It is stretching up to this. Indus River going till this end. So along this whole thing you can put your name Indus, or you may write here twice. Achha, now the tributaries. First one is Jhelum, second one is Chenab. Very, suppose you feel difficult to remember Jesus Christ. So Jhelum, Chenab, Jesus Christ. Then next is your Ravi and Satluj. Bias is not usually drawn in the map, or they make now give. So this Bias, if it is not drawn, if asked, then you have to draw this river. So Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Satluj, Bias. These are the 5 tributaries of Indus, and only Indus if you ask, then you have to draw this line. Achha, now comes Ganga. Ganga, remember children, don't get confused. Ganga is this river, this river. This is Ganga up to this, okay? So this line, remember, once again I'm telling you, this line. When you write Ganga, see, I have written Ganga as close possible along the line. If you want, you can even stretch it further. So entire Ganga, you draw this line full. Now these are the tributaries: Gomti, this one is Ghagra, this one is Gandak, and this one is Kosi. Kosi, the sorrow of Bihar. Okay, so Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi. Gomti, Ghagra, Gandak, Kosi. These are all left bank tributaries of Ganga, left bank. And they are all perennial in nature because they all come from the Himalayan region. Exception is Yamuna, which is supposed to be the biggest tributary of Ganga. Yamuna is, remember children, Yamuna is the right bank tributary. It is the right bank tributary of Ganga, which is perennial in nature. Keep this in mind. So this line is Yamuna. It is the right bank tributary of Ganga, which is perennial in nature. Other right bank tributaries of Ganga are, which drains of course into Yamuna. One is Chambal, Betwa, Son. These are all seasonal in nature. Chambal, Betwa, Son. Then we have Narmada, Tapi. Above Narmada, which mountain I said? Vindhya. And between Vindhya and between Narmada and Tapi, which mountain lies? Satpura. So mountain is Vindhya, then river is Narmada, again mountain is Satpura, river is Tapi. The upper one here, you can see the upper one. This is your Damodar. And when they ask you Brahmaputra, we need not shade the line which is flowing in Tibet, that is in China region. We only draw this line. Brahmaputra is known as Brahmaputra only when it flows in India. So this is the line Brahmaputra up to this. Then let's start with the peninsular rivers. First one Mahanadi, Godavari. The upper one is Krishna, and Tungabhadra is tributary of Krishna, and this is Kaveri. I told you just now, see Kaveri here it is flowing almost straight. So somewhere in midway, if I draw a mountain here, then it becomes Nilgiri mountain. This is my Nilgiri hills. Okay. And this indentation will be there. This indentation, we will see it will be there in your map. This indentation, just fill it up. This is your Chilka Lake, which is in Orissa, Chilka Lake. And can you see this portion? This, remember this bend, and almost straight to this bend, just draw one small blue dot, and this is your Valar Lake. Remember this indentation. And slightly away from the indentation, just put one blue dot and mark it as Valar Lake. Acha, now first one is Gulf of Kutch. Children, you will put blue color here and arrow, and then Gulf of Kutch. This is Gulf of Khambat. This lower portion, this is Gulf of Mannar. This is Gulf of Mannar. And when you are doing Park Strait, you see carefully how I have put the arrow. Park Strait is this water body which is separating India from Sri Lanka. So this is Park Strait. Lower one is Gulf of Mannar. The top one, this separated part where you have put this arrow, this is Park Strait. And this side is Andaman Sea. Children, this is our Bay of Bengal. This is Bay of Bengal. Then remember this chain, this is Andaman Nicobar Island. Then this side we have to shade and we will mark it as Andaman Island Sea. Okay, so that's all for today. We will do it another day. Thank you, children.